What's up? Hello, how you doing? What is going on? In this video, you are gonna learn how to write a script that is not only gonna help you make better YouTube videos, but it's also gonna help you save time, and it's also gonna help you keep your audience around for a longer duration. So if you're ready, let's get into it. For starters, we need to understand what a script is. So what is a script? A script is simply the written content for your video. It's something that you can use to help you get all of your content that you need to get out for your video in your video. And it's something that can help you get more done in less time. If you're somebody that thinks of an idea for a video and just starts filming it right away without planning anything out, it's gonna take a lot more time. Doing things on the fly is gonna take up a lot more time than it will if you have a script. And when it comes to YouTube, you want to be making videos in as little time as possible. You don't want to be using all your time making one video. When you take up less time making one video, that means you're going to have much more time to make other videos. Thus, you're going to be able to grow your channel a little more. You're going to have more content, and you're going to have a much better chance at growing faster on YouTube. So, what exactly do you want in your script? How are you going to write it? With your scripts, you need three things. You need a beginning, a middle, and an end. Just like a good story, just like with any good piece of written work, there's always a beginning, a middle, and end. So let's take a look of how your script should look for its beginning. In the beginning of your script, you want to make sure you give your audience a small explanation of what they're gonna see in the video. You want to tell them what they're gonna hear in the video without having to explain everything that you're gonna actually say in the video. So, if you refer back to the beginning of this video, I said, in this video, you are gonna learn how to write a script that is not only gonna help you make better YouTube videos, but it's also gonna help you save time, and it's also gonna help you keep your audience around for a longer duration. With that, I established what the video was gonna be about, and you know exactly what to expect from this video. That way, if I veer off a little bit or anything like that, you can just click off and find another video about the content that you're actually here to watch. But because I gave you a clear explanation of what you're gonna get out of this video, you know the clear path that this video should follow. And that path is how you can write a script that'll help you make better YouTube videos. Something that I cannot stand when it comes to videos, you see a certain title, you see the beginning of a video, and they explain exactly what the video should be about, but there's fluff, there's tons of fluff for minutes and minutes and minutes before they actually get to the point of what the video is supposed to be about. The best videos are the ones that get straight to the point. So make sure you're not beating around the bush. Don't write down things in your script that aren't gonna help your video in the end. You wanna make sure that everything you're saying is related to what your video is gonna be about. No matter what your audience is, they're gonna like when you're straight up with them and get to the point. Especially when it comes to YouTube, because some people on YouTube can be absolutely ruthless. You don't wanna be on the receiving end of somebody trashing you because you're not giving them the content that they wanna see. Although it is a good lesson to learn now that you're probably not gonna be able to satisfy everybody no matter what you do. So, for the beginning of your script, make sure you have a brief explanation of what your video is gonna be about. That way your audience is gonna understand exactly what to expect when they're watching your video. Now moving on to the middle of your script, and this is gonna be the longest portion of your script, that is where all your content is gonna be. You wanna make sure you have every point that you wanna say in this part of your script. Whatever your video is about, you know exactly the points you're trying to hit, so you need to make sure that you have all of those points written down. There's almost nothing worse than editing a video and realizing that you missed an entire section or something that you wanted to say simply because you didn't have it written down. And that's something you always want to keep in mind when it comes to your scripts. You always want to have specific talking points. You don't necessarily have to have a piece of paper that you're reading word for word from. That is a dangerous game to play because eventually I think people are going to realize that you're actually reading off something instead of kind of just going with the flow of things and giving them some personality. There's a difference between me telling you information like this in the way that I am right now and telling you information like this where I'm just reading word for word exactly what I'm gonna say. Personally, when I'm on this part of my script writing, I make sure that I just write bullet points. I don't write long explanations of what I'm gonna say simply because I want everything that I say to feel authentic and feel like I actually know exactly what I'm talking about because I actually do know what I'm talking about. I don't want things to come off monotone or make it sound like I'm a robot when I'm trying to give you important information that I feel is gonna help you along your journey. And that's something I feel actually happens when you're reading word for word from a script. YouTube is all about personality when it comes to your videos. A lot of people have the same type of content, but the thing that separates the bigger people from the smaller people is personality. And the only way to be somewhat authentic when it comes to the information you're presenting, especially when other people are presenting the same type of information, is the way you deliver that message. If you can read a script word for word and have it feel like you're not reading from a script at all, then by all means, do that. However, again, just be sure you don't sound like a robot, because that's gonna get boring real quick and you're gonna lose an audience just as fast as you gained it. So what do we have for our script writing so far? We have the beginning, and this is where you're gonna establish a little preview about what your audience is gonna experience in the video. And we have our middle, which is where we explain everything. We have all our talking points. We have all of our content and information that we're gonna give our audience. And remember, you're more than likely not gonna write down word for word exactly what you're gonna say in your video. If you did that, you're more than likely gonna end up spending a lot more time than you want to on just writing a script. Think about it. If you had to make a video that's 10+ minutes and you had to write down word for word exactly what you were gonna say before you said it, think about how long that script is actually gonna be. Now think about how long that's actually gonna take you to write. I feel like if people had the option between freestyling their entire video or writing down word for word exactly what they were gonna say and had to follow that word for word, I feel like more people would choose the freestyle than to actually write down word for word exactly what they were gonna say. And that simply comes down to saving time in the end. So make sure you keep the middle of your script, all of that content that you're gonna say, keep that to main talking points, and you can elaborate on those points once you actually start making your video. Now we're gonna move on to the end of our script. Could you simply just say bye and end your video like this? Yes, however, you wanna have a script that's gonna help you have the best possible video, especially when it comes to making one for YouTube. So because of that, there's something that you need to make sure that you have at the end of every one of your scripts. You're gonna always wanna make sure that you have a call to action. Now, what is this exactly? A call to action is telling your audience the next steps you want them to actually take. For example, at the end of most of the YouTube videos you watch nowadays, the person probably ends with something like, if you found this video useful and it's something that you feel that other people could use, hit that like button. And since you're hitting that like button, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well, because when you hit that subscribe button, that's only gonna help me help more people that I wanna help. Those are calls to action. The person is telling their audience if they like the video to hit the like button, and they're also telling them to hit the subscribe button as well. These are things that are only gonna help you in the end when it comes to YouTube. I know if you're a beginner on YouTube, this is something that isn't gonna seem very natural, because it's kind of weird asking somebody to help you out in this way. However, trust me, the way YouTube works, you need to make sure you have that fan interaction. So the more they like your video, the more subscribers you have, the better off your videos are gonna be in the end. YouTube rewards channels that help keep people on the platform for a longer duration. So if you can have people interacting with your videos, if you can have them watching to the end of your videos, and if you can have them clicking on more of your videos, YouTube is gonna love that, and they're gonna promote your videos that much more. So you always need to make sure that at the end of your script, you have some sort of call to action. You wanna make sure your audience sticks around for just that much longer of a time. You can ask them to like the video, ask them to subscribe, ask them a question so that they comment below your videos. Do whatever you can to make sure your audience sticks around for just a little bit longer. Whew. All right, and there we go. That is how you write a script to help make your YouTube videos better. You have a beginning that sucks your audience in and previews exactly what they're gonna hear in the video. You have a middle that has all your talking points and is actually gonna teach the audience what they came to your video to learn. And you have your ending that has your call to action that's gonna tell your audience to do something specific. So I believe I covered everything I could when it comes to writing a script. Just follow these points and you're gonna be okay. You're gonna have much better YouTube videos because you're gonna have a better script at the beginning before you even hit that record button. But before you go, I have a question for you guys. Actually, it's a couple questions. I wanna know what your process is when it comes to writing a script. Do you even write a script, or do you feel like you're better off just winging it or freestyling your entire video? Leave your answers in the comments below. Also, gotta make sure I follow my own advice here, so hold on one second. If you liked this video and found it helpful, be sure to smash that like button. Now around here at DareToCapture, we don't just casually hit things, we don't just casually do things, we smash it. So I want you to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Smash it with some authority. Make it feel good, make yourself feel good for hitting that subscribe button. That way you're not gonna miss any future videos that I put out here. And until my next video, I hope you all take it easy. Catch you later. Peace.